Welcome to the channel. Decode the complex. Master your code.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Deepak Kumar and today we are going to discuss question number 2540. The question is minimum common value. Here we are given two arrays num1, num1 and num2. Both the integer arrays are sorted in non-decreasing order, which means the either a number is either increasing or is same but won't be decreasing. And now we have to return the minimum integer which is common in both arrays. And if there is no common integer in both the arrays, then we have to return -1. So let's see with an example that how the question is going to work and how we are going to write our algorithm. Let's say my nums1 is 1, 3, 4, 5, and my nums2 is 3, 5, 6, and 8. Now here, as you can see, smallest common number is 3. However, all the common numbers here are 3 and 5. But since 3 is the minimum, so 3 will be our answer. But how are we going to calculate this one? For this, we are going to use a two-pointer approach. Here, we will take two integers, I and j. Both will start at 0. We will compare the indexes of nums I, nums of 1 of I, and nums2 of j. Here, if my nums1 of I is greater than nums2 of j, then we will increase j by 1. If nums1 of I is smaller than nums2 of j, then we will increase the value of I. But if both are same, then we will return that value. Now, how is this working? Let me show you by an example. Here, I am going to take example of these two arrays. When I is 0 and j is 0, then nums1 of I equals 0 will be 1 and nums2 of j equals 0 will be 3. As you can see, nums2 of j is greater than nums1 of I, then we will increase I. Now I is 1, j is still 0, so nums1 of 1 here is 3 and nums2 of 0 is 3, 2. So here this case follows and we will return 3. Here by this process we are going to return the smallest common number. Let's take another example. Here my nums1 will be 5, 7, 9, 13 and nums2 will be 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 13. I am going to make sure that I one at least one integer is common. So according to my approach, what will happen? In start I is 0 and j is 0, then nums of I am directly writing nums1 of I is greater than nums2 of j. Here j will be increased. Now I is still 0. J is now 1. Now nums of 1 of I is still greater than nums 2 of j, which means I will increase j again. And same here, again at I equals 0 and j equals 2, same thing will happen. Now at I equals 0, j equals 3, my nums of I is smaller than nums of j. Now we will increment I. At I equals 1, j equals 3, nums 1 of 1 is greater than nums 2 of j, which is 4 here, or 3 here. Now we are going to increment j again, and this will follow until both reaches the last integer, which is I equals 3 and j equals 5. Here, nums 1 of I, which is 3, equals nums 2 of j, which is 13. And so this will be my answer. And if no common integer is found, we will just return -1 at the end of this loop. And since my arrays are sorted in or in non-decreasing order, which means when I am increasing the index, it is guaranteed that at least the number will be same or will be greater than. It won't be decreasing. By this process, I am making sure that no integer is being left out and we are comparing it uh, properly. So now let's write the code and there we will see on multiple test cases. Now we are going to declare two arrays. Now we are going to declare two integers, int I equals 0 and int j equals 0. Now here my while loop starts where I should be less than nums1 of size and j should be less than nums2 of size. This is because if any one of the indexes or pointers hits the limit, there is no point in comparing them and we will have to directly return -1. Now let's write the conditions. If my nums1 of I is greater than nums2 of j, we will increase j. Else if nums1 of I is smaller than nums2 of j, then we will increase I. Else we will return nums1 of I or nums2 of j. We can return anything as both are same. Now, if now common integer is found, then we will have to return -1. And so we did that. Now let's check the test cases given here. As you can see, all the test cases given in the LeetCode have been cleared. So let's try some of our own. Now I am going to add the one which we have discussed earlier, which was 5, 7, 9, 13. And in J, second array, it was 2, 4, 6, 8, and 13. And the second one, I will add those values so that no common integer is found. So now let's try these two. Now you can see all the test cases given has been cleared. So now let's try submitting the code. As you can see, all the test cases given here has been cleared. So this is all for today. If you like my approach, then please like the video, subscribe the channel, and comment down your thoughts. And thanks for today.